Hello everyone, this is Hating Tian. We are learning parabolas in this video. Circle, ellipse, parabola, hyperbola, they are all conic section. If I have a cone, for example, I have a cone, and then I use a horizontal plane to slice this cone, then we are getting a circle. So if I tilt my plane a little bit, I slice my cone, I'm getting an ellipse. If I tilt it more, a little bit more, make my plane is parallel to the side, then I'm having a shape. We call it parabola. I tilt it more, then I'm getting hyperbola. So this is hyperbola. Okay. So let's move on. The parabola's conic section. The definition of parabola is defined to be all the points that are equal distance from a point, we call focus, and a line, we call the directrix. That means every point on the right curve, we call this curve parabola, every point on this curve to a point we call focus, the distance from here to here, and then the point here to a line, the distance to a line, we draw a perpendicular line. So they have the same lengths. For example, this is 2. This is also 2. And if randomly pick a point from here, and then the distance from the point on the parabola to a point that we call focus. And then from this point to the directrix, there is a line. They have the same length. For example, this is 4. This is also 4. Okay, we will talk about focus and the directrix later. We have learned in college algebra, the parabola is y equals x squared is the basic form. This is the parabola vertex at 0, 0, and open upward because here in front it is positive 1. So we have positive in front, open upward. And later we learned y is equal to mx minus h squared plus k. You can also say this is a. It doesn't matter which symbol do we have. Okay, if I use a. Okay, if a is positive, we open upward. We can also find the vertex from this expression is h comma k. So we say horizontal shifting, vertical shifting, and the stretching or the reflecting of the image of my parabola. Now we convert this expression to be x squared part isolated. X minus h squared is equal to 4a times parentheses y minus k. So we move the k to another side and then put the 4a in front of the y minus k. So they are the same thing, but the different so we say this is a different version, and they represent the same thing, parabola. All right, what is the vertex of the parabola? So vertex is h comma k. H is the horizontal shifting, k is vertical shifting. So we have in the parentheses we have x minus h. So coordinate of my vertex is h of the x part. And then y minus k. So y minus k, that means we are if k is positive, we are moving up k unit. If k is negative, we're moving down. So h comma k is the vertex. So my graph is open upward or downward all depends on the a. So the a here, a is greater than 0, I'm having my graph open upward. If the a is less than 0, I'm having my graph open downwards. So be careful. Here is 4a. It's not just a single a. Please have this one formula or standard form of the equation on your notes and practice more times. Next one, let's see. Let me ask you, is this the shape of parabola? Yes, of course. This is also parabola. Maybe it's open to the left, maybe it's open to the right. Okay, so if it's open to the right or left, the y part is squared. You see here the squared, we squared the y part. It's open to, if the a is positive, we have my graph open to the right because I know that on the xy plane, if open to the right, that means open to the positive x direction, open to the left, open to the negative x direction. So a positive, then open to the right. So a is less than 0, I'm having my parabola open to the left. And they all have the same vertex, which is h, comma k. Okay, let's move on. Let me erase this. Okay, this question, I only want you to show me what is the a. And the a is positive or negative, and then tell me the graph is open upward, downward, or to the left or to the right. Maybe we decide as the shape first, and then we can talk about the a. Okay, first we see x minus 2 squared. Oh, the x part is squared. If the x is squared, we have my graph open upward or downward. And open upward or downward is all depends on the a. Let's see what is the a. From the formula, we have 4a here. So 4a here. If the 4a is here. So 4a is equal to 8. Oh, a is positive. Is divided by 4, both sides is 2, positive. Then I have my graph open upward. I don't have to graph it. And next one, let's decide my graph open to the right or left or up, down. And what is my a, positive or negative? Okay, first, let me see. Y part is squared. Oh, that means I'm having my graph open to the left or open to the right. It all depends on the a. So this one is a 4a. So 4a is negative 16. A is negative 4. We divide by 4 both sides. And then, let me erase this. And then a is negative. I have my graph open to the left, open to the negative x direction. So we only keep this. I forgot to decide the vertex. So vertex is equal to, is a point, is h comma k. So let's see the example 1 vertex. So where is the h? Okay, on the x side, x minus 2, then my x coordinate is positive 2. And the y minus 9 in the parentheses, so k is equal to positive 9. And the vertex for the number 2, example 2, starting from the x part, x plus 5, then the x coordinate is negative 5. And the y's value is minus 4, positive 4. So the vertex is negative 5, positive 4. Okay, let's move on to see next part. The distance from the vertex to the focus is absolute value of a. The distance from the vertex to the directrix is absolute value of a. The focal width or lectus rectum is absolute value of 2a. So at the beginning of today's class, we say if I draw a parabola, this is our parabola, and we have some important points. For example, this point we call the focus, and then there is a line we call directrix. So any point on my parabola to the F focus to the directrix, they have the same length. This length is absolute value of A, absolute value of A. Okay, So the distance from the F to this directrix is double the absolute value of A. We say absolute value of 2A. Okay, let's see next one. Let's find, maybe make a sketch of number 3. First, we use so we solve the old friends, which is make a sketch of the graph. The x part squared, that means my graph open upward or downward. So open upward or downward. And open upward, A positive. So let's solve the A. 4A in front of the y minus 2 must be 4A is equal to 8. So divide by 2, A is equal to 2, positive. So I can just select my open upward graph. But it's not very fancy graph. So let's put the, we can make an XY plane. Okay, we have open upward graph. Second, let's see, what is the vertex? Vertex is h comma k, so it's 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2. So for example, is 1 comma 2. And open upward, make a sketch. This is our parabola. And then we need to have our focus and a directrix. I don't know what it is that. So make sure that your focus here seems like the distance from this point to the vertex, and the vertex to the directrix. They have the equal distance. Okay, let's see how to find our focus and what is our directrix. Or we say this is a horizontal line, has the form y equals something. Focus as the form of the point. Okay, let's see the vertex and the focus. Our parabola is always hugs our focus and the opposite to the directrix. So if we see our focus is on the top of my vertex, and the distance here to here is 2, is A. Then we can, based on this point, y's value move up 2 units, or y plus 2. They have the same x value. So I copy 1 in my x position, and then based on the 2 plus 2, because we move up 2 units, we say it is 4, 1 comma 4. And then y equals what? So this horizontal line only has the y's value. And this point, this is my vertex, go up 2 units. So based on my y's value 2, go down 2 units. I'm having 2 minus A, which is 0. Okay, since I don't have a very accurate graph, so my x-axis is also my directrix. Okay, I found my focus, I found my directrix, I have my vertex. Okay, if we have the equation of our parabola, for example, I have this one, the y part cubed, we're having my parabola open to the left or to the right. It all depends on the positive or negative A. And then we can use a formula to find the focus and directrix. From the equation, I can find my vertex. And then focus is h plus A, comma k. And directrix is x is equal to h minus A. And vertex, if I have the equation x minus h squared, so x part squared, my graph is open upward or downward. And from the equation, I can find the vertex. The formula shows us how to find the focus and the directrix. They are h comma k plus A. Y is equal to k minus A. You can also use the graph to help you find the focus and directrix, because the definition of the parabola is every point on the parabola, or we just say the point of the vertex to the distance to the focus and to the directrix, they are the same, equals A. You can find the focus and the directrix. Okay, let's use the formula, or you just find your focus and the directrix from your graph. First one, let's see the example 4. This one, the y part is squared. That means my graph is open to the left or to the right. And then let's see the A. 4 times A from the formula, this part is 4A, is equal to -4. Then A is equal to -1, less than 0. Then I'm having my graph open to the, I have my graph open to the left because it's open to the negative x direction. Okay, next step, let's find the vertex. So vertex is h comma k. H, where is h? With the x. Is +2 comma -1. This is my vertex. And then I want to graph this on my xy plane. So if I have the xy plane first, we can find our vertex, which is 2 comma -1. And the second, my graph is open to the left. So assume this is our graph. Let's find the vertex. Focus and the directrix. I shouldn't graph this early. I just make a sketch. I don't know where is my focus or directrix. So, but I'm sure my parabola hugs my focus. So I must have my focus on the left. So this focus and the vertex, they have the same height. That means same y's value. So same y's value is y is -1. And the x value, we have learned the formula. It is h plus a. H is 2. A is -1. So addition will make a +1. You can also use your graph. We have learned that the distance from the vertex to the focus is A, absolute value of A. Absolute value of A is 1. So I move this point to the left 1 unit. X value decreased, so use 2 minus 1. So I found my focus. How about the directrix? Directrix is a vertical line. Okay, vertical line all has the form of x is equal to what? So we have learned we will use h minus a. So h is 2. So we say this is 2. And then minus a, 2 minus -1 is 2 plus 1, which is 3. So directrix is 3. You can also use this method. So this point, the x value is +2. I'm moving to the right 1 unit because the absolute value of a is 1. So this line must have the x value equals 3 because the x value increased. So x is equal to 3. It's up to you. Use the formula or use a graph to decide the focus and the directrix. Next one, let's see. The y is squared. That means my graph is also open to the left or right. I don't know which side. It all depends on the A. Let's see what is the A. So 4A, this is a 4A. 4A is equal to 16. A is equal to 4. That means positive. So if I have a graph, I didn't find my vertex. So find my vertex and then it's open to the positive x direction. I'm choosing this image. So this one. Okay, let's erase this. So let's find the vertex. Vertex is h comma k. H is with the x, -1. And k is +2. And next step, let's put the information on the xy plane, -1, +2. For example, the point is vertex. And then open to the right. So let's find my focus and directrix. I don't know the exact point, but I know it should be here and here. So let's find the focus and the directrix. So directrix is a vertical line. It must have the x equals what? Focus is a point. So these two points, the vertex and focus, they have the same height. Same height means same y's value. And the x value, we say the formula says h plus a. So h is -1 plus 4 is 3. You can also use your graph to find the point coordinate. We have learned that this is -1, and then the distance from here to here is absolute value of a, or we say 4. So -1 and then jump 4 unit. I don't have very accurate graph, but jump 4 unit, the x value must be 3. So we found our focus. And how about directrix? The formula is h minus a. So h is -1 minus a is -4. X is equal to -5. So directrix is -5. X is equal to -5. You can also use this method. You say the distance from here to here is absolute value of a, which is 4. Then I can move the point to the left 4 unit. X value decreased 4 unit. That is -5. Okay, let's see next example. Don't let this color confuse you. Next one, let's see. The graph is open. So what is the vertex? Vertex is h comma k. H is 3, k is +4, because find the h from the x side, find the k from the y side. And the squared appears on the x. That means we have open upward or downward graph. Okay, what is the a? 4a is equal to 8. So a is equal to 2. Positive a, we're having open upward graph. Okay, next let's find the focus and the directrix. But by the given information, we can make a sketch. First, we can find our vertex, which is 3, +4. Let's see here. Okay, open upward. And the focus must be here, and the directrix maybe is here, for example. So it has the form, which is the y is equal to something. Okay, what is the focus? So focus and the vertex, they are on the same vertical line. That means they have the same x value. So let's borrow the 3 from the x part of the vertex. And then here we say we use the h plus 2. We can find the y coordinate. H is 4, 2 h is 4, a is 2. 4 plus 2, 6, 3, 6. It is my focal point, or we say focus. So this point is 3, 6. How about directrix? So D is y equals what? So we do the subtraction. We're using the 4 minus 2, which is 2. So y equals 2 is my directrix. You can also say from the graph, I can tell based on my vertex, I move up 2 units, which is the absolute value of a. I can find my focal point. or focus. And then going down to unit, the y's value -2, I'm getting my directrix. Yes, you can also use this method. Okay, let's see next example. Next example number 4. What is the h comma k? It doesn't have the h comma k. So we can rewrite it. The x minus 0 squared is equal to 12. Y minus 0. Okay, vertex is 0, 0. Excuse me. On the x side, we have the squared. We're opening my graph upwards or down. So what is the a? 12 is equal to 4a. 4a is equal to 12. A is equal to 3, positive. Then I'm having open upward graph. Vertex is here, open upward. And let's find our focus and directrix. So focus and directrix, they have the same, they are on the first vertical line. They have the same x value. So let's borrow the x, 0. And what is the y's value of the focus? Going up 3 unit. So based on the 0, 0, go up 3 unit is 0, 3. You can also use the formula. What is that formula? So it can be found from 0 plus a plus 3, which is 3. And then directrix. So d is equal to y equal to something. And then based on the 0, we move down to 3 unit. 1, 2, 3. We have -3. Y equals -3 is my is my directrix. So we found our directrix. You can also find it from 0 minus a. Okay, let's see number 5. Number 5. Where is the squared and where is the 4a? So this expression is not the standard form. I want to convert it to be something squared is equal to 4a times something. And we need to have a perfect square here. We need to construct our own perfect square. We can separate the x and y on both sides of the equation and then make a squared. X squared plus 6x is equal to, move them aside. Another side, we minus 4y minus 17 both sides. And then x squared plus 6x. Need the third term. So this term can make us a perfect squared. So inside of the parentheses is 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Another side, minus 4y minus 17, also need to be added by 6 over 2 squared. We can rewrite the 6 over 2, which is 3. So my left-hand side is x plus 3 squared and equals -4 -4y minus 17 plus 9. It is -8. So we don't have our 4a part. Let's factor out the GCF from these two terms. X plus 3 squared is equal to -4 times y plus 2. Oh, now it is the standard form. Vertex is h comma k is -3 comma -2. And what is the a? 4a is equal to -4. A is -1. Okay, my graph is open upward, so downward, because the squared happened on the x part. So let's find what is focus and directrix. So focus and directrix. Let's make a sketch. First, let's find the vertex. -3, -2. -3, -2. And then open downward. Okay, so this is focus and this is a directrix. So is y equal to something. Okay, so focus and the vertex, they are having the same, So they have the same x value. So let's borrow the x from the vertex, which is -3. And then the y's value, based on the vertex, we need to move down 1 unit because the absolute value of a is 1. We move down 1 unit. We got -3. We can say -3 here. You can also find -3 from -2. -2 plus a is -1. Then we got -3. And the D directrix is y equals something. Y equals what? So based on the -2, we're going up 1 unit. We're having -1. You can also find the -1 from -2 minus a, -1. So the sum will make a -1. Okay, let's see next one. The same thing. We need to construct our perfect square and then find the vertex A and focus and directrix. So separate the y and x. Y squared minus 8y is equal to 3x minus 13. I leave a space here, but I feel the space is not good enough, not big enough. So I need to add my third term here and add that squared both sides. So inside of parentheses, I'm using 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2, which is 4. Let's erase 8 divided by 2 with 4. Then we have y minus 4 squared because we're having minus sign here. The perfect square trinomial is, the second term is negative. Then we have a minus b squared. Or in the parentheses, we have y minus 4 squared. Another side of the equation, we're having 3x minus 13 plus 16. What is that? It is 3. Yes, so it is plus 3. We can factor out the GCF 3. Y minus 4 squared is equal to 3 times x plus 1. Now let's see what is the direction of my parabola. So y part has the squared. I'm open to the left or right. And then the A is, so 3 equals 4a. 4a is equal to 3. A is positive, is equal to 3 over 4. And then we can only choose the graph open to the positive x direction. And what is the vertex? So vertex is h comma k. What is the h with the x? -1. What is the k with the y? Positive 4. So we have the vertex A, and we can make a sketch. Where is the vertex? -1, positive 4. And then open to the right. Next step. I don't know where is my focus. Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. It's hard to say. So the focus and the vertex, they must have the same y's value. So we put f here and the same y's value. Copy the y, which is positive 4. And then the x value, we say if we're using the formula, we're using -1 plus a, 3 over 4. So we do the addition, we have -1/4. Okay, looks very good. So you can also use your method. You say find the absolute value of a, which is 3 over 4. And based on my vertex, plus or move to the right 3 over 4 unit, then we are having the same solution. And then let's find the directrix. The D is a vertical line. We must have x equals something. X equals what? X equals, so x equals, use -1 minus a, 3 over 4. So add them together. -1 minus 3 over 4 is more negative, is -7 over 4. So this line is x is equal to -7 over 4. Some of you are using the method is, so move this point, the x value, to the left 3 over 4 unit. You use -1 minus 3 over 4. We have the same solution. Okay, let's move on to the next part. For each of the example, find the equation. Okay, for now, we don't have the equation. We're not graphing it with the equation. We want to find the equation and then graph it. Okay, find the directrix and maybe all of the information, including the focus, vertex, and everything. Okay, let's see this one. Vertex at the origin. That means my V is 0, 0. And the focus is 0, 3. Let's put the information on the xy plane. So vertex is here. Focus is 0, 3 is here. My parabola is always hugging my focus, so it's open upward. Oh, that means I'm looking for the expression which have the x minus h squared is equal to 4a times y minus k. Okay, what is the h comma k? My vertex or the origin 0, 0. So we can ignore the h part because this is 0. We can ignore it. X squared is equal to 4a times y. 4a, what is the a? Do you remember? That is the distance from here to here, or we say absolute value of a is the distance from here to here. So I know from 3 to 0, distance is 3. Okay, it doesn't allow me to write anything. Okay, a is positive or negative? Positive. Open upward. So a is positive 3. Now we can input the a in the equation. We have 12. 12y. So x squared is equal to 12y. This is our function. This is our equation. And how about the directrix? So y is equal to something. So go down 3 units because a is 3. Absolute value of a is 3. So is -3. Y is equal to -3. You can also say this -3 is coming from my vertex 0 and then minus a. A is 3, so -3 is y's value. Okay, let's see next example. Vertex is 4, -2, and focus is given. Let's sketch this information on my xy plane. 4, -2. Okay, 4, -2, and 6, -2. So let's erase this, make it longer. So this is 6, -2. Okay, vertex, focus. So my graph parabola will hug my focus. So I must have my graph open to the right. Oh, that means I must have my equation has a form which is the y minus k squared is equal to 4a times x minus h. Because it's open to the right, a is also positive. I can put some information that a is positive. And the vertex is 4, -2. So we have y minus -2. Be very careful because this is the y's value, this is the x value, or we say this is a k's value. This is k's value, this is h's value, h comma k. So y minus -2, all of them squared, is equal to 4 times a times x minus h minus 4. And what is the a? Let's simplify first. Y plus 2 squared equals 4a times x minus 4. So we say the distance from the vertex and the focus is 2. And also that's the absolute value of a's value. or we say just the a's value because a is positive. So a is 2. From 4 to 6, a is 2. So I plug the 2 into my equation. Y plus 2 squared is equal to 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times x minus 4. We're almost done. We just need to find what is the directrix. So we say directrix, the distance from directrix to the vertex is also 2. So I use the 4 minus 2, or move to the right, left 2 unit, which is 2. So directrix is x is equal to 2 because I move my 4 to the left 2 unit, which is 2. You can also say find the directrix from the vertex, which is 4. So they have the same y's value. We only think about the x changing. So from the 4 minus a minus 2, which is 2. Okay, let's move on to see next example. Vertex and origin and directrix. Vertex at origin and the directrix is y is equal to -5. Let's make a sketch. What does the graph look like? Vertex at origin, directrix is y is equal to -5. So here is -5. This horizontal line, y is equal to -5 is my directrix. So my graph will against what? Against the directrix. I must have my graph has a shape like this. Okay, so the focal point should be here. Okay, let's see. This one must have the form x minus h squared, or we know that h and the k, they are 0, equals 4a times y minus k. So the h and k, they are all 0 because the origin is my vertex. X squared is equal to 4a times y. What is the a? The distance from my a absolute value of a is the distance from my vertex to the directrix, which is 5. So a is equal to 5. And also we know that is open upward, a is positive, a must be positive 5. So my equation is x squared is equal to a times 5, 20y. And what is directrix is given. And then the focal point. We need to find our focal point, or we say focus. So focus and the vertex, they have the same x value but different y's value. So we put the vertex here, 0, 0. We just use the same x value from my vertex. It's 0. And the different y's value, so we can, based on the y0, move up 5 units. Absolute value of a's value, so it is 5, positive 5. You can also find this value from 0 plus a, which is 5. All right, let's move on to see next example. Vertex at origin and the directrix is 4. Let's graph it. Vertex at origin and directrix is x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 is here. X is equal to 4. And then I'm having my graph against my directrix. And let's assume that this is my focal point or focus. Okay, so this one must have the form y minus k squared is equal to 4a times x minus h. So hk, they're all 0 because I put a vertex here, 0, 0. Y squared is equal to 4a times x. So what is the a? Let's measure the distance. The distance from origin, or the vertex, to the directrix is 4. But this is the absolute value of A. Absolute value of A is equal to 4. A is negative because my graph is open to the negative x direction. A must be negative 4. Okay, I have y squared is equal to negative 16x. And what is the focal point? Focal point and the vertex, they have the same y's value. So I can borrow the y's value from the vertex 0. And what is the x value? So I move my point for vertex to the left for unit. So I must have negative 4 here. I put negative 4. You can also find negative 4 from 0 plus a's value, negative 4. And directrix is given. I don't have to find it again. Okay. Okay. Example 9, question 1. The given information is the directrix. Y is equal to 2 and the focus negative 4, 4. Excuse me. Let's put all the information on the xy plane. So directrix is 2. Y is equal to 2. And the focus is negative 4. So negative 4, positive 4. It's a point here. All right. So my graph, or we say the parabola graph, will hug my focus and against my directrix. So my graph is like this. So the distance from here to here, they have the equal distance. Okay. So let's see. I can tell from the graph that A is open, A is positive because it's open upward. I can put A is positive, and it must have the form of parentheses x minus h squared is equal to 4a times y minus k. And what is the vertex? H comma k. And what is the A? Let's see the A first. So the distance, okay, use another color, from our focus to the directrix, it is the absolute value of 2a. We can also say that's the focal width, or letters rectum. So absolute value of 2a is equal to this distance from here. Y's value is 4. And here is 2. So distance is 2. A is positive. 2a is 2. A is 1. So A is 1. How about the vertex? So the vertex is between the directrix and the focus. It has the same x value like my focus. So my vertex has the same x value of my like my focus, negative 4. And then the y's value. So we know that A is 1. We come from the focus down 1 unit. So 4 minus 1, it is 3. Negative 4, negative 4 comma 3, it is my vertex. Okay, I can replace the h and k with the vertex coordinates. So, and also replace the a with 1. X plus 4, because we minus negative 4 is plus 4, squared is equal to 4 times 1 times y minus 3. Okay, we don't have to find the directrix and focus because it's given. Okay, let's move on to see next example. Vertex is given, pass through the point 2.1 and has a vertical axis of symmetry. That means this is a parabola. And we can graph all the information on the xy plane. The vertex is 1, 2. So for example, this is 1, 2. And go through the point 2, 1. Okay, if I use a smooth curve, connect them. Okay, I know my graph open downward, A is negative. And I can find my the function, sorry, I always say function, equation must have the form x minus h squared. Because it's open upward or downward, my x is squared is equal to 4a times y minus k. We have the h and k's information. I don't have an a. How to find this equation by the given information? Okay, so let's plug in the vertex. X minus h is minus 1 is equal to 4a times y minus 2. And the given information is 1 point is given. Oh, that means we can replace my x and y with the given the given points 2, 1. This point must be on my parabola satisfy this equation. Okay, so we have 2 minus 1 squared is equal to 4a times 1 minus 2. So we have y is equal to 4a times negative 1. And then we solve for the a. A is equal to negative 1/4. Okay, we can put the negative 1/4 in my equation here. So x minus 1 squared is equal to 4 times negative 1/4 is negative 1. Or we just say negative y minus 2. And now let's find the focus and the directrix. Directrix must be a horizontal line, has a form y equals something. And then let's find the focal point. Focal points must have, for example, if I randomly draw a point here, and this is my focus, so it has the same x value. I borrow the x from the vertex 1, and the y's value is, so vertex 2 with plus a, negative 1/4. You can also say, I know I should go down the absolute value of a unit. So it is 2 plus negative, 2 plus negative 1/4 is 2 minus 1/4. It is 7/4. How about directrix? I need to go up the absolute value of a, go up 1/4 unit. So based on the 2. So based on the 2, we can plus 1/4. Some student will ask me, I should based on the 2, and then minus a, minus negative 1/4. It is 2 plus 1/4. So the directrix is 9/4. Okay, let's see next example. This is an application question. Read the question, pause the video. The mirror in a flashlight is a paraboloid of revolution. If the mirror is 12 centimeter in diameter and 4 centimeter deep, where should the light bulb be placed? So it is the focus of the mirror. So we convert this one to be the math question. So if we have our parabola in the standard form and let the vertex at 0, 0, or we say origin, and we say this is my parabola, and I want to find the what? Focus of this parabola. And then I know the distance between the point and point, this is a diameter, is 12. So the half is 6. That means from here to here is 6. Okay. That means the coordinate here, the x is 6. And then is 6 centimeter deep. So here to here is a 4. Okay, that means this point is 4. So the point on my parabola is 6, 4. X value is 6, y's value is 4. So we have 1 point is my vertex. 1 point is on my parabola. Can you find the equation of this parabola? And then can you find the focus of the parabola? Yes, we can find it. So first, we know this shape. It is x minus h squared is equal to 4a times y minus k. And then we have my vertex 0, 0, x squared is equal to 4a times y. And 1 point is given, which is 6.4. So put the 6 comma 4. In this equation, we have 6 squared is equal to 4 times a times 4. So 36 is equal to 16a. A is equal to 36 over 16. Let's simplify this fraction. Divided by 4, top and bottom, we have 9 over 4. Okay, a is 9 over 4, so x minus h, h is 0. X squared is equal to 4 times 9 over 4 times y. X squared is equal to 9y. Okay, so we're not only looking for the equation, we are looking for the focus. So I can put my light bulb there. So what is the focus? So focus, for example, we just say our focus is here. I don't know where is it, but let's put a point there. They must have the same x value like my as my vertex. I put a 0 here. Move up a unit, or we say absolute value of a. So we have, based on the 0, we plus 9 over 4. So this is the focus. If you want to convert your 9 over 4 to be decimals, that is 2.25. Okay, so the light bulb, the focus should be placed, the light bulb should be placed 2.25 centimeter above the vertex. Okay, we're done.